The use of cash has grown for the first time in 10 years, hinting that shoppers are using physical notes to keep a close eye on their budgets. Hello and welcome to today's episode of Tax Tidbits. My name is Jack Reeves and we are kicking things off with a notable uptake in the use of cash, which was reportedly used for 19% of all purchases last year, up from 15% in the previous year. The cost of living crisis has seen many shoppers having to tighten their belts, and the rise in cash use has been largely associated with the implementation of budgeting tactics, as the use of physical cash allows buyers to be more aware of their spending. The government is responding to this rise by proposing new rules to gain free access to cash for all, including fines for banks if cash withdrawals or deposits cannot be facilitated, and mandating access to cash within 1 mile in urban areas and 3 miles in rural areas. These regulations come at a crucial time as we are seeing many banks close branches and ATMs, leading to a reduction of in-person banking and restricted access to cash. McDonald's has unveiled its new retro-style restaurant CosMc, which would focus on hot and specialty drinks similar to Starbucks. They plan to pilot the concept in the US, with the first store opening this week and plans to extend to 10 further locations next year. Should all go well and according to plan, the fast food chain expects to open these restaurants globally over the next few years. Some examples from the current menu include a turmeric spice latte, popping pear smoothie, and a churro frappe. You may see them giving Costa and Starbucks a run for their money. A date has now been set for the February cost of living payments. Those on means-tested benefits can expect the £299 payment to be made directly into their bank account between the 6th and 22nd of February. This marks the last of 3 instalments totaling £900 to help with the cost of living crisis. There are currently no further payments scheduled. However, there are anticipated rises in benefits, the state pension and support for those privately renting from April, as announced in November's autumn statement. Are you planning on paying your employees early in December? Well, if so, you must be mindful of the payment date reported on the FPS. Paying employees early comes with a few benefits. Employees can enjoy the holiday period without having to stretch their budgets, and employers can avoid the stress of making payments during the festive break. It's a win-win, right? Well, it has been reported that non-compliance in this area has increased to 26.5%, as many employers have been changing the FPS date to the actual payment date rather than the contracted payment date. The issue with this is that it can negatively affect employees on universal credit, as it can impact entitlements and cause issues during assessment periods. So if you do plan on paying earlier than usual this year, make sure you don't change the FPS payment date. HMRC has announced that they will give priority to urgent calls to the self-assessment helpline and the agent dedicated line, and will be redirecting other calls to their online services. They have confirmed that they will only be answering queries related to filing, payment or repayment queries until the 31st of January. This comes after the recent reopening of the helpline after a 3-month hiatus, which saw waiting times reach a record high. This has, of course, raised concerns of hindering taxpayers and agents during the peak of self-assessment season, especially with the minimal notice, the often vague and unhelpful state of their online services. This reeks of underfunding at HMRC, as they once again struggle to meet the demand of its users. Thank you once again for joining us in this week's episode of Tax Tidbits. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. We will see you in the next video.